Hello, hello, my friends. How are you? I think we're live. I'm going to pop um, our video over on Facebook. Okay, welcome to Friday morning fun. Friday fun, where we craft, we do something from the workshop, we do something that's not from the workshop. You never know what we're going to be doing. Let's see. It says I'm live. There we are. Let me share this over to. How are you guys? Share to Facebook. Say hello when you come in. There we go. Friday fun. It's done. It's there. There we go. How are you guys? We have some fun stuff that we're going to do today. If you guys know, and if you've been here for any period of time, you probably know that every Monday I release new product. Did not do this past Monday because I was gone. I was out of town, but I have something super fun to show you today. These are, you're going to love these. You guys have been asking for them. Hello, Roxy. How are you? So first up, I want to show you what we're working on today. I went and grabbed 100 pack of clothespins. You guys, this takes 64 clothespins. If I counted them correctly, it takes 64 clothespins. So that's a lot. You're going to need lots of clothespins. We're going to put this together today. We're going to do our best to put it together today. It might take a while. And depending on how long it takes, we may or may not finish painting it today. If we don't paint it today, I'm going to put a coat of spray paint, white spray paint on it. And then we're going to add some red and white. Okay, you may have been seeing this being trickled around Facebook land, social media, whatever. It is absolutely stunning, absolutely adorable. So I'm super excited to put it together. I did put an eagle head in the shop. Okay, this is the eagle head. Let me turn off my autofocus again so that it doesn't bother when I'm moving in and out. Okay, this is the eagle head. Okay, I went ahead and spray painted it white, and we may add a little bit of color to it as well. We may. But this is the eagle head. It's 3 inches tall. I didn't quite know how big to make it because I didn't quite know how big this was going to be. I kind of guesstimated, and so it is in the shop, but if I need to make it larger or smaller for this, once we have it done, I will resize it to fit it perfectly if this 3-inch one doesn't work, okay? I think it's gonna be pretty darn close. So yeah, this is in the shop as well. This is $5. Let's see. We have an item of the week. Item of the weekend. So every weekend we have an item of the week that is 50% off. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you right here. You're getting a peek of what's in the shop right now. I'm going to, hold on. Let me scooch these out of the way, and we're going to look at these one by one as well. Okay, we're just going to set them right here for a second. Don't fall. That would be a mess. So our item of the week, we have these mini flower pot shelf sitters. These are normally $12, and you are getting them for $6. This is the item of the weekend that you're going to get for $6. Okay, you're going to get all 3 of them. This is kind of how they look. There are 4 layers on the bottom, you can see. And you have a flower that goes here. That doesn't... There we go. Nope, not that way. There we go. Goes like that. And then we have this one. And then we have, where's my other one? Here it is. Hold on. Let me get it layered on here correctly. These are your front and back pieces. So you can make these reversible. Okay, this one goes on the back. This one goes on the back. So they're kind of two-sided. And then it also comes with, you are important, you are beautiful, you are brave. And then you have your petals or your leaves. Okay, they go just like this. Then you have a center for your flower. And then let's see, this one, it goes there. This one goes here. This one goes here. And that one goes there. So you guys, these are $6. That's a steal. That's a great deal. So if you are, hold on. Okay. I had to tell my son, he was texting to me, and he will end up calling me, and I was like, well, I'm live. I'll just text you when I'm done. So these are $6. Super, super cute. Absolutely love them. This is a great deal. You can give these individually as little gifts, whatever you want to do. They're super, super, super cool. I love them. So that's our item of the weekend. These will automatically discount in the in your cart. Okay, they don't show it when you're actually looking at the item, but it will discount in the cart. Let's see. All right, there you go. So here's those. Let me set these amongst all my other goodies that I need to paint. I have so much stuff. I have it lined here of so much stuff I need to paint. I have something new for you. We have quilt blocks. Many of you guys have been asking for quilt blocks. These are absolutely amazing. I will continue adding to these so that if you want to do a quilt display on a wall or whatever, you can do that. This is the first one. This is called the Americana. Okay, these are all 12 by 12 pieces. Okay, these are going to be maybe a little bit more complicated, not too much, but I'm going to kind of show you how they go together. So you have a back piece here. Do you see the back board that's etched? Makes putting it together and gluing it all down super, super easy. Okay, so your back board is etched, and then you have all your pieces that you can paint individually. Okay, I cannot wait to paint these. I cannot wait to paint these. This one, I painted a mini one of these for our subscription box for the month of June, but we revamped them and made them 12 by 12. So this one is super, super fun. This is called the Americana. These are in the new section. There is a section in the shop called quilt blocks, so I will just add to that as we add new ones. So this is the Americana. This one is the Sunflower. Isn't that cool? Can you picture these painted, you guys? I'm gonna get these painted. Another thing that you could do is, you know how fabric has designs on it and actual quilts, like you may have flower designs on these, maybe some polka dots. You can use scrapbook paper on these. That would be absolutely stunning. Now, it's gonna take you a little bit longer because there are so many pieces to these kits, but they're gonna be totally worth it in the end once you are able to put it all together, display it. So, so cute. So this one's called the Sunflower. These are $16 each, you guys. A great deal, I'm telling you. That's a really good deal. This one is called, let me look. They do fit together really good. They're just, you know, it's hard to carry them when they're not glued together. Let me see what this one was called. Let me pull it up real quick and let's see what this one was called. This one is called the Swoon. Is that right? No. This one is the traditional Crystal Star. So you have this one. And then you have, this is the Tulip. Look at that. Isn't that going to be so stunning once you get it put together? So, so cool. This is the Tulip. And then this is the Swoon. This one is probably a little bit more complex. but it is absolutely stunning. Here's the thing. As you do these and you share pictures inside our community, I will share them with the group on the page, because here's the thing. These are going to look absolutely different every single time that they are painted. Hello, Winona. These are going to look different absolutely every time they are painted, because just different colors transforms them into new pieces. So you could do this. You could get like 4 of these, do them 4 different colors, and they would look absolutely stunning, each one unique in its own way. So I'm super excited about these. My mom is a quilter, and so she's the one that was like, you need some quilt blocks on there. And I know several of you guys are going to absolutely love them. So, all right, let's put together our eagle. Okay, this is the eagle head that I do have in the shop for you guys. I went ahead and spray painted it white. You can see the detailing in the etching, but we can add some color to that if we want. Good morning, Mary. Again, I cut it at 3 inches. If you get it, I will, like, if it needs to be a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger based on our eagle, once we're finished, I will resize this to the exact size it needs to be before it gets sold out to you guys, and that's $5. All right, so we need 64 of these. 64. That is a lot of clothespins. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
I just came to steal some paintbrushes.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Sorry.
No, you're good. Take whatever you need. Do you want any paint colors?
I found some gray.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
I've just been using all that bucket up
there. Oh, yeah. I forgot those were up there. Okay. That's perfect. All right. All right. So we're going to need 64 of these. So these are not even straight. Like, one side is smaller than the other. Clothespins are not, like, perfect. So there's 12. This one came off. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. I'm not going to use that one. 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, whoops, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64. Those are kind of broke. 66. And then we'll just take these two. 68. All right. I'll go ahead and throw these in my bucket. I think this is going to be a time-consuming project because this is a lot. But we're going to paint them after we're done. We're not going to paint them one by one. That's going to be... Oh, actually, let me just put this back in here. I'll just sort in here and I'll put them all in my bucket when I'm done. All right, so first up, we need to, it doesn't really look like 68 of them are here right now, but they are. So we're gonna go ahead and just take all of the little hinges off. You can make stars out of the hinges. I haven't. Some people have asked, like, oh my goodness, this one doesn't want to come off. You know, what can you do with all the hinges? Go to Pinterest, you guys. Pinterest has, I searched clothespin spring craft, and it'll pull up some pictures and ideas of what you can do with the clothespin springs. Y'all, it's Friday. It's a holiday weekend. What are you guys doing? Do you guys have big plans this weekend? You guys are quiet today. It is a holiday weekend. It's going to be rainy here. Like, I have friends that are going to go to the lake and all of that, but it's going to be a rainy weekend here. So, you know, this is the prime weekend when people get out on the lake to start their summer, and hopefully we don't have any bad weather. Hopefully it's just rain, regular storms. Nothing crazy. We've had a lot of bad weather across the country, just with tornadoes, high winds. It's been a little bit scary. My sons love tornadoes, but just watching them, but they're obsessed with them. And I'm like, until you actually get hit by one, you know, oops, wrong pile. Brian's parents actually lost their house in a tornado when I was pregnant with James. So it was actually 21 years ago this May. Yeah, this month. 21 years ago this month. Because James will be 21 in June. And I was pregnant with him. And ended up going into labor early. So they had to stop labor. I had to have lovely magnesium. Yeah. So I think that, you know, made him obsessed with tornadoes from the beginning when he was in my belly, for sure. I think most of these are going to be glued. So it looks like there's a couple different ways that we're going to glue these together. It looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3 different ways these are going to be glued together. I am going to put all of this in a blog post so that you guys know how to put these together, so that when you want to do this, if you didn't grab your clothespins and get them ready to do them with me right now, you can refer back to that blog post and I'll have some directions. This is not my idea. One of you guys shared inside the group a completed picture of this. And so I went to the lady who made it. I found her, like, who made it. And then she shared this in the comments of her post. And so I printed that. So this is not my design, but we're going to have fun with it. Rain here too. Yeah. Remind me where you are, Roxy. I think there's been rain everywhere. My grass loves it. But although some of my flowers, I think they're turning yellow because there's a little too much rain and they're a little bit drowny. These can definitely hurt your fingers at a point in time. You can use hot glue on these, but I recommend, if you're doing this, I recommend you to use Stick Fast. It is going to make it stick and adhere a little bit better. Someone mentioned in the comments the other day that it would be really fun to use some tongue depressors to maybe make, so right now this is just all glued together with each piece. Hey, Robin. Mississippi. Yeah, there is rain, I think, everywhere. So these are just all glued individually, and so it may not be super sturdy. So we may use some tongue depressors, like the wooden craft sticks, to make it a little bit more sturdy on the back side. And that was one of y'all's suggestions. This one's kind of broke. Let's get one more. I don't want a broke one. Let's put that one in there. I'm sure we can use it for something, but I have no clue how big this is going to be, you guys. I think it has the potential to be pretty big. I kind of guesstimated when I was creating the eagle head. So like I said, if I need to cut it a little bit bigger or smaller, I will. So if you guys order one, I'll get it updated today so that you get the right size. But we'll just figure that out at the end when I put it together, and we'll see if we need it larger. I don't think it needs to be smaller, but we'll see if it needs to be larger. Wow, this will do a doozy on your fingers. You need 64 clothespins. If you just hopped on and you didn't hear that, you need 64 clothespins. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good morning. Happy Friday. It's a holiday weekend. Hubby stayed home from work today. I think Parker is going to go to work with him on Tuesdays. Parker's going to get to hang out with Dad and see what he does for a living at the railroad. But I don't know. We'll probably grill this weekend in between rain sprinkles. Maybe. I don't know. We don't have huge plans. I mean, we got a lot going on, and so we're going to kind of take it a chill, easy weekend. All right. Look at all these we got. 64. Let's put these in something. Let's just put them in here. All of these, and we'll just figure out what to do with them later. Should have brought my coffee down. Should have brought my coffee down. All right, again, this is what we're gonna craft. Their eagle head is a little bit different than mine. Mine's looking the other way. So we have some that are glued together like this. So let's go ahead and glue those together. So we have one up here on each side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, or wait, 13, and then there's 2 up here, 14, 15. Did I say 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so let's go ahead and get 15 glued like that. Let me write that down on here so that when I am doing the blog post, I know. So 15, and I'll figure out what to call it when we're doing that. This is probably definitely going to get glue all over your fingers. And we're just going to try to use very little. If you missed, if you just popped on, you definitely need to hop back and watch the replay from the beginning, because I shared a couple new pieces. You guys have been asking, several of you guys have been asking for like quilt blocks, and my mom's like, you need to do that, Beth. So we created some quilt blocks. There are 5 of them right now in the shop, but I have some more designs that I want to bring to you guys as well. It would make a really, really fun display piece, like a wall, like a statement wall, if you did all the quilt blocks, if you are a fan of the barn quilts. I'm doing pretty good. Knock on glass, not wood, to not get any glue on my fingers at the moment. So we have our item of the week. It's the mini flower pot shelf sitters. They're in the shop and they're $6. I think it was $6. They're normally $12 and they're $6. So great deal. You can grab an eagle head, grab some mini shelf sitters, and grab a quilt block and you can work on it, because I can't wait to see. You know, my mom we were trying to find the names of some of the quilt blocks earlier, and she sent me a picture of one, and did I get glue on that? Yeah, she sent me a picture of one, and they just looked so different, just based on the different ways that the different colors that you used on it. It's just amazing how they can just be so different, the same design. So just as we go through time, I'll be adding more quilt block designs in there. But there's 5 right now. I think I have 7 more that I want to add, but those will just come in time. How many do we need? 16, 15. So again, your stick fast is going to be a little bit more stronger if you're putting these together. Okay, well, maybe. What do you guys have planned this weekend? Any fun plans this weekend? There we go. Let's make sure that this got over on the Facebook page. Let's see. It did, but let's edit it. Let's say Friday Fun Live. Come join us. Come join us. Delete all that. There we go. Oops. Oop. They're gluing to the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. This will keep me from having to keep counting. Has anybody done this? I know, like I said, that one of you shared this inside the group. Oh, this one's broke too. Stick that in there. Just use one of these. Cheryl, they're so cute. I just showed them at the beginning of this video. You'll have to go, well, you can go look in the shop. They're in the new releases too. You're going to clean your closet and read A Slice of Joy and lay by the pool. That sounds amazing. You're going to have to let me know what you think, my friend. You're going to have to let me know what you think. I keep having people send me messages and they're like, I absolutely love this. This was a perfect timing in my life right now. So I hope that you enjoy it. Remember, if you guys bought a book, when you're done reading it, put a review on Amazon, because that really helps me. Number one, it helps me understand like what you want from things like that. Like, is it going to, do you want, like I said, the book isn't, it has my story in it, but it's not for me, it's for you. And so I want you guys to get the most out of any of my writings. And so it helps to know what you guys like, what you guys don't like. I believe I am working on a journal of sorts, a devotional of sorts that's going to be like a companion to the book. So it's not going to come, oop, that one didn't. It's a little crooked. Let's do one more. That one went a little crooked. It probably won't happen this summer. It'll be, I got too much going on this summer with Parker. There we go. Those just weren't even when I glued them together. By the pool. So are you not going to get rain this weekend, Cheryl? We were just chatting about that. There's going to be rain a lot across the board, across the map this weekend. I think we're supposed to get rain. What is it? Let's look and see what our Tonganoxie 10-day. Oh, we're only supposed to get it on Sunday now. So a 70% chance on Sunday. It was supposed to be like this morning, but it's kind of cloudy, but no rain. So 70% chance on Sunday. That's not too bad. Monday will be mostly sunny, 77. Today's going to be mostly cloudy. Tomorrow it's going to be 79 and sunny. Now that'll be perfect for all the people going to the lake. So it looks like the end of next week is going to be rain. rain, 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 rain. But it's 30, 50, 40, 30% chance. So, you know, that's a week away. You never know. Just in the evenings. Yeah, I'm not sure when this one is. Chance of thunderstorms likely mainly in the morning. So Sunday morning, mostly clear. Yeah. All right, do we have 15 of these? This doesn't look like 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we got 15 of those. Now let's look and see what else we need. Let's do, I think it's going to be best to start here. One, two, three, four, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to use 2 of these that we already glued together. So the 2 on the outside right here, we're going to do 2 on the outside right here, and I can upload this into our group, and then we're going to do these. So these are faced this way. There's 4 that are faced like this. 3, 4, and we have the because they're going to have to be spaced evenly. And then these are faced the other way. This might be something that is very frustrating to do, you guys. This might be frustrating. All right, so it looks like these are going to have to fit in here, okay? So let's get this first one started. So it's basically going to be like this. Like this. Okay? It's basically going to be like that. So let's glue these to this. Oh, it's actually 2 of them in the middle. Like that. So this is going to be a little bit frustrating because then we have to make sure that this fits in here. So you want it wide enough. So let's glue that in here, which is this middle one right here. So this is how we're going to work down. We have this middle one. It is like putting a puzzle together. We have this one so that we have the spacing on these. And then we have those 2 so we have the spacing on these. And then we'll be able to just kind of fill this in. So let's go ahead and glue these like this to right here. Move those out of the way. So, because it goes up a little bit further like that. Because then you have those just glued like that. This might be a little bit more complicated than I thought, you guys. Do you think we can do this? I'm not sure. Okay, so these are glued just like that, perfectly. So let's do that first. Let's do this one, and we'll do this one. So those go right here perfectly straight. Okay, those go perfectly straight. I hope I got it. I don't know. We're gonna see. It's either gonna look like an eagle or a hot mess. One of the two. I'm just gonna press those for a second while we're putting them together. So maybe we're gonna start down here. This might be the best way to start, is down here. And then, so we have those and those. And this goes like that. Right there. So there's going to be a little bit of glue up here. That's probably way too much. So let's glue those together like that. And these right about there. Hold on. You know, it would be ideal to have a, instead of this being directly on my table, to have like a, oops, silicone mat under here. All right, let's squeeze that and hold that for a minute. That's what we got so far. It looks like a man holding his hands up and pointing, touching his hands at the top above his head. His little head, his body, his legs, and these are his shoulders, his arms, and his hands. I am going to grab, okay, is that together? It's together. Let me grab some of these tongue depressors, these cross sticks, because we may use some of them. Some large ones and some medium ones. So these are probably going to be a little bit too large, but I'm going to hold them here just in case. These might be best. So ideally, like this would be really good to use these as support, like this. You can see a little bit of it there, but it's fine. Can't be any harder than some of the kits you cut out. That's funny. I mean, those kits are going to be time consuming. The quilt ones, yes, for sure. All right. So then these are the ones that are going to go up here like that. Trying to figure out the best way to like put these together so all the pieces are going to fit in well. That's going to be the tricky part. So I think these we're going to do last. This one, so we have those two. Okay, these face this way. It's glued right there, and then this is glued there. All right, let's glue these pieces together so we have some of these. So we have this, one of these and one of these, and you're gonna glue it to the top part right above that notch. Okay, so you're gonna glue it, see that notch there? We're gonna glue it right above the notch. So they're gonna look just like this. Let's do those real quick. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do they have 5 on one side and 6 on the other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is probably supposed to be 65 clothespins then. Let's do 5 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go ahead and leave these because we know these are going to be up here. All right, so we're going to glue these to where your indentions are on the same side, okay? And then we're going to glue, it'd probably be better to glue here. The indentions on the same side. So just like that. Okay? And you're going to glue this one, just butt it up against the top of that notch. Okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and do some of these. Just make sure you get your indentions on the same side. Okay, so for these, oh, they curve a little bit more as you're going up. Okay. I really do think the 3-inch eagle head that we had is going to work really well. So for me, I naturally want to put it the other way, so I have to be very cautious. I don't know, it just feels like it should go the other way, but let's see, just like that. Almost put it on the wrong way again. So I'm trying to start at an area that is going to be the most sturdy to begin with. So I feel like the middle is a great place to start, just to create it and make it a little bit sturdy as you're doing the wings and all the other pieces. Am I doing these right so far? I did this one wrong. Notch, 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 notch. This one's notch on this side, notch on that side. So we're gonna have to do another one because I did that one wrong. Told you. I'm gonna throw these away. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, oh, what's that for? Told you I was gonna mess them up. What do you think? Is this something you're going to try out? We're going to see how it looks when we're done. I think it's going to look really, really pretty. I hope it looks pretty. I'm not quite sure that I would put this on a door. I just don't know that it could take the withstanding of a door being open and closed. I mean, I am using stick fast, so it's going to be a little bit more sturdy than just hot glue or things like that, but I would probably opt to not put this on a door. All right, we have our little man, so that's what it's going to look like. So think about when you're putting this together, you're going to start with the man. And let's see, we want our notches on the inside here, and then on this way we want our inside here. And we have 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are, I believe, 2, 3, okay, that's how these are going to be right here. And then these are going to be here. So we can, most of these we're going to put the glue probably all along the edges of these, but this one it's just kind of glued down there. So let's go ahead and get this first one started. I see it's touching right here and down there. So let's go ahead and get some glue started on there. And then we'll, oh no, it goes on the end. Yep, I got it. So I feel like this would be really good to do on a silicone mat. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Let's make sure it hits in those areas as well. So it hits around the top of this one. And then the base of this one. Now, we can also turn this over and use some hot glue to kind of double secure to make sure that it's a little bit more secure. All right, there we go. We have that. It's looking more like a spaceship now instead of a man. Now these, we're just gonna glue. So this is mostly touching all along this and here. So let's get some glue here. And we're just gonna butt it right up to the next one. Let's do these in order on each side. So it's mostly that and then the top there. Oop, oop. Mostly the top here and then down here. I just don't want to get glued to my table because I got some glue, but we'll scrape it off. These are going to look so cool, I think, you guys. So, let's see. Mostly here. I have some glue seeping out the top that I don't want to touch, so I'm going to just wipe it off with a baby wipe. So they had 6 on one side and 5 on the other, but we're gonna make it even. And theirs looks even. I mean, they probably, you know, clothespins aren't perfect, and so they were probably just using just to make it look even. So if you need to use a little bit more or a little bit less, that's totally fine. All right, our last one on each side. And this one goes here. So this is the bottom side of our eagle. Now, let me figure out which way we want to go. I should have used this one on the other side. It's got a little knot in it. That's not, it's like a whole knot, but okay. This is what we have so far. It looks like one of those fans that you go. All right. So next, we're going to work on this section. So we have these two. So I think these basically need to be, I'm just not quite sure how far apart they're spaced. Ah! Let's see. So if we space them like that, if we squeeze them together at the top, I don't think that these are going to fit in there. Oh, I think they will. All right, let's just glue these together really tight. Okay, so we're gonna glue all these like this. Because I'm pretty sure, because these are gonna go, yep, We'll squeeze that one a little bit. Okay, so all of these we're gonna glue like that. We're just gonna butt them up next to each other. Just make sure they're flush at the top, okay? I can't tell how they are at the top because it's the eagle head is over it, but that's, I'm assuming they need to be flush. So remember on this side, your notches are gonna go towards, just like these. The notches went towards the body. These notches went towards the body. So it's gonna be the same up here. The notches are gonna go towards the body, and then they're gonna go towards the body on the other side. Oops. Oops. There we go. This is what we have. So we have our full one on the outside and then the singles. So we're going to do the same on this. The full one on the outside and then the singles. Let's put it on the table and squeeze it. It's probably going to be a little bit better. Does this look stressful to you? Does this look relaxing to you? It's interesting sometimes how some things for some people can look completely stressful, and yet for other people they can be relaxing. Oh, it's not glued. We'll have to hold it a little bit more. Scrape my table off. All right. Okay, so these now get glued to the edge like this. And we're going to try to push these together. They're not really, but this is where we're going to do it. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and I'm going to just squeeze it so it kind of gets in there. They're touching, but they don't look like it in there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on each side of this. So we're going to do some glue here and some glue here. Let's go ahead and set it up like that so it doesn't leak on the table. And here. We're going to squeeze those and it just goes right at the tip of this one. Okay, let's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and just hope it catches. Oops, right there. This is where a tongue depressor might really work on the back. We may turn it over and do that. Looks challenging to you. It is definitely a little bit more challenging. Okay, because it's not really catching right here. So let's let's do this. It's not catching on this one side. So we know our head is going to be up there. So let's do it like that. Yep, we're going to do that. So we're going to put this down here. So we're going to put a bunch right here and a bunch right here. And we're going to glue the bottom of the tongue depressor to that. So I don't want the tongue depressor to show too much, okay? So that's why you kind of got to be careful about where you're going to place it. And clothespins are not the same size. They're not like, these are not precisely cut at all. All right, it's kind of holding itself up together there, but not really. So we're going to put glue on the back side of these middle pieces, and that's going to touch this and make them a little bit more sturdy. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. So if you have some tongue depressors, oops, I would make sure that you use those. I don't know how many we're going to use, but we'll figure that out before we're done. Okay, because I feel like, oh, hello, Desiree. It won't let you comment on the TV. Yeah, it does that sometimes. These look like they would be pretty fragile, so we may cut our tongue depressor down a little bit to put in the background here. We're just gonna have to see, but so far we just put one here. And you guys, I think this head is gonna be the perfect size. I think that's gonna be the perfect size, don't you? Yes, I do. All right, next. So let's do here. We're gonna do these next, right here, okay? We're gonna do all these. It looks like we have this one, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 3 on each side. That's gonna get kind of stuck right down in there. And I'm gonna turn this over. That way they're flush against the table, because this is making it not flush against the table now. 1. I'm gonna shove these down in there. 2, because they want them to touch like this, I believe. No, they're not touching. They're just glued like that up in here. Those are definitely gonna be, oh, 3. Oh, hi, Nova. Hi, sweet pea. But you need to go downstairs or upstairs. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then we have the other. So it is just 3. So we're gonna put like this style here, and that's what's gonna go around to their wing. It is a challenging project for a rainy day, that's for sure. If you scratch me, I'm gonna. Okay, you're digging in me. All right, get down. You're not being nice. You're being very difficult to hold. All right, so let's put these in here. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue on each side and push it up in there. It's gonna be snug, but that's probably gonna be really good for trying to secure the glue. And I'm just pushing it down as far, just down to the first indentation. That's a lot of glue on there. We'll probably need that much. So we're gonna press this one open and just go down to the first inch, or the first indentation. So if you were using hot glue, it would be a mess, I feel like. And you know, this, if you were using hot glue, me pressing in there would have probably popped them. She was making biscuits. Who was making biscuits? So remember, you were looking at the front, but now you're looking at the back. Because it's a tongue depressor, I want it to be flush on the table, and this is making it not flush on the table. Oh, that one may not want to pry open. There we go. There we go. Those would have popped off completely if you were using hot glue. Okay, there we go. That's what we have so far. Oh, making biscuits. That's funny. That's funny, making biscuits. I've never heard of that. Yep, that's what she was doing right into my back, too. Making biscuits. That's cute. All right, so we have all of this done. We have all of this done, and we have all of this done. So now we're just going to work on the wings, and these are probably going to be where they're a little bit delicate, so we're going to have to see how we're doing here. Now, these look like... So remember down here, and these two that we have are going to be the very top pieces on each side. Okay, so these we won't use until we're done. It looks like these are going to be spaced a little, like here I told you to go to the first notch, but you're gradually going down like this as you make the curve. Okay, so this is just going to be a little bit of eyeballing. So on this side, you want all your notches in. You want all your notches to be towards the body, okay? Not sure you have the patience for it. I totally get that. I don't know that I do, but we're going to finish. This is not something that I would probably do like normally, but I think it's going to be really cool when we're done. So you want all of your notches to go towards the body, okay? See how these notches are faced towards the body here, here, and on each side. So that's what we want. And how many do they have on each side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Whoa, I missed my 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So again, they have 18 on one side, 17 on the other. It's so weird. We'll just do 17. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. I gotta send a text to somebody. Okay. Sorry, I have some of James's co-workers that are wanting to donate to the for Parker, and I went with them. I hope it does look incredible when it's done. It looks like the wings go slightly under the body in that pic. They do. Or what do you mean? They do a little bit. That's why we didn't put a last one of these here. Yeah. So let's do, hold on. This is where it might get difficult. So I'm gonna have to be concentrating. Hold on. We're gonna put this here. We don't need this anymore. So let's fold that out of the way so we don't get distracted. Okay, so this first one, it needs to be glued down to the second notch. So we're gonna glue it down to the second notch. We're gonna do each side. We're gonna do this, like I'm gonna do this and then that and then this and this, that, versus doing this whole side and then the other. So we'll do another one where we're glued down to the second notch. So it's this and this. We'll go down to the second notch. No, what are you doing? There we go. I'm gonna set this in front of me. All right, so this one's gonna go here, and then this one's gonna go here. Let's go ahead and do two more because there's actually two glued into this little notch here. Sweet pea, you can't, yes, you gotta go out of the way. Go on. Okay, so let's do two more. But these, it's glued. Instead of going to the notch here, it's glued to this. So it's glued here. Okay, that's, hold on. Yep, that's right. Did I do that right? I don't know that I did this right, you guys. Hold on. I did that one wrong. So this one I did wrong. So your tall piece needs to be on the inside. Okay. It doesn't look right. Hold on. It's kind of like, oh, it's not right. It's kind of like once you look at something for so long, yeah, you're definitely going to have to. It's sometimes when you look at something for so long, then you're like, can't figure out what it looks like. This way. Like that. There we go. I had it on wrong. So the wings are going to be a little bit more difficult, just FYI. All right, let's get these glued together like that. in there. So we're going to glue it together here. So they're not quite glued flush. Can you see that? Not quite flush. Oh, but we can glue it together up here. And then we'll push it in there. Yeah, like looking at a word over and over, and then you're like, is that really spelled right? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we're going to push this down in here. Probably not too much. I'm going to put the glue in here. So I think that's going to be the best way. And let's bump it up here. Hold on. Let's glue it right here. Okay, so we're gonna put it right here on this, and then up here in this. There we go. I think after this first one, the rest will go a little bit easier. Maybe. Maybe. We're gonna have to see. Because the rest of them we're just kind of gluing up on. Okay. Let's do... Oh man, yes, this definitely, let's glue these. And so the third one, actually, let's glue the third one right here. We're gonna do it a little bit different. I'm gonna glue this one right here. I'm gonna write on this. We've already done this one, we've done this one, and then we just did the third one there. So then let's do this one on this side. We'll put some, oh no, see, my notch is on the inside. Ooh. See? I feel like this is something that you could mess up very, very easy. Let's leave that there. Notches on the inside. All right, there's the third one. So then we go down here and we're just gonna butt it up to this. Notch on the inside. Let's figure out where it touches. So it touches all there. And it touches here. Let's put some down here too. It said 64, but we may only use 63 because they had like 6 on this side and only 5 on this side, and I counted. I didn't realize they were off. I would just say have 65 clothespins. Yeah, because we're gonna see. I may have to add one. I may have to take one away. I'm not quite sure, but from this picture here, I counted 64. Okay, now this should all touch right there, and doesn't quite touch. Okay, we're gonna put some up here. some down here on the bottom. Okay, so we have that one done. So now let's go to the fourth. So the fourth one is glued down to this notch. So we'll do that and make sure, like, the thing that's tricky for me is that it's confusing. I want to glue it opposite, like to where my notches are on the outside, but they need to be on the inside. So we glue it. Oh no, and see, I did it there too, you guys. Jeez. See, I keep putting the notches on the outside. Very, very tricky. Y'all are gonna be like, there is no way I am putting this together. I think it's gonna be a lot sturdier than what it looks, okay? You couldn't do a live making this one? It's gonna make you have some colorful language. That's funny. I totally get that because yeah. Especially when you glue it backwards. I keep gluing it backwards. This one's glued down to here. Did I put glue on that already? I did. All right. So we have this fourth one done. Let's go ahead and mark that off. And then the next, you're just gonna butt it up again towards the bottom. So this one's going to be glued about the entire way. Definitely, I think it was correct in doing the middle first. I will upload, I'll take a picture of mine. That way I'm not sharing someone else's picture because I don't really know where this came from. It was on someone's phone. They probably screenshotted it. I will put a picture of this before it's painted inside the group so that you guys kind of have it to go by, because I don't think there's any way I could have done this without this picture at all. All right, the next one is glued down to this notch as well. Let's get my clothespins out from underneath my picture here. Let's bring my clothespins over. All right, so our next one, the fourth one, is glued down to the notch on this one. Just like that, and then the same on this other side. Can you guys see still okay? This is definitely going to be a longer live because of how we're putting it together. And then it looks like it's glued from the base of this is touching this notch like that. Okay, so it's not butted up against this. This is where we're going to have to start putting a curve in. So the notch of this goes at the base of that. I don't know, should we call this live Friday fun? Are you all having fun? I don't know. I did see those right before I hopped on live, Dixie. Those were super cute. Those were super cute. I like those. So easy to make too. We may have to do that one day. And the notch on the inside, and it went where that notch butted up against this notch. Yep. All right. Let's hold that. It's wanting to move. Oops, that one wasn't done. And I moved away and it slipped. Hold on. Let's re-hold that one. Let's hold these here for just a second. That one wasn't glued very well. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna mark off our next one. Okay, now the next one is gonna be glued about the middle of this notch. Okay. And these aren't perfect. I'm just kind of looking at what they did, and yeah, this is gonna look really cool though, I think. All right, so the next one, this right here is gonna be like in line with the outside notch on this one, so. Just like that. All right. We're almost done, you guys. Look. What do you think? Isn't that cool? All right, the next one. Going to get glued down to this notch. So I'm just looking at kind of where the beginning is, whether it's in the notch, like find the end, and if it's in the notch or whatever. That's just kind of how I'm doing it. Okay, and there's that one. So this one goes of it is to the inside notch. Yes. So the end of this one goes down to the inside notch here. Let's go ahead and glue some down here too. This one I'm gonna have to hold a little bit more because it's bent a little bit. Like I'm having to put a bend in it just a little bit to get it to hold. But, so we're just trying to make sure we get the curve in our wing. And it was that inside notch. One's done. Well, maybe I can't even do it. Okay, now the next one. It looks way more difficult than you thought. Yeah, I think it's the challenging one. Yeah, I mean, we're getting it. It just, you got to take your time on it. Definitely. So this one goes down to the notch on here. definitely a little more challenging. Okay. And then the next one, it's going to go right under the notch on this one. The inside notch goes under. So this inside notch goes under this one now. Oh, hi, sweet. Sticking to my table. I got all kinds of glue I'm gonna have to scrape off. Hey Deb. Hey Debbie, did Robin text you? Oh, okay. Oh, that's plenty. Yes, that is plenty. That is plenty. I will shut it down after that. Yeah. But anything above what we raise, we're going to donate to. I found a community that raises awareness for J&A. And we've even considered, like, what it would even look like if we started a nonprofit too. And here's Nova Lee. So yeah, anything above and beyond. Let me tell him. There we go. All right, so we have that one done, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now we're on this one. This one's going to go down to the notch as well. This is definitely going to be a really good size. And you guys, it's pretty sturdy. It is pretty sturdy. I'm going to say that I didn't think it was going to be as sturdy as it was. I mean, obviously you don't want to fling it across the room, but I feel like it's pretty sturdy. Better late than never, my friend, right? Okay, let's mark this one off. And this one, let's see, it's underneath the notch again. So this is where I'm having to squeeze them together. This is where little clamps would work because you're trying to get that curve in there, okay? Oh, I glued it on wrong. Maybe that's why. I glued it upside down. That's why. You definitely gotta keep track. Like, you can get distracted very easy and glue these where the notches aren't on the inside, they're upside down. Like, it's definitely... You're probably seeing me put them on wrong and you're like, no, Beth, that's going on wrong. I don't know. It's a little bit difficult for me to keep it on track, I feel like. I am going to spray paint this all white. So we'll paint it. Maybe we'll hop on this afternoon on Facebook and I'll go ahead and spray paint it white. And I think that we'll paint some red and blue in it this afternoon. I think that would be fun. So cool though, you guys. All right, this one is going to go down to the notch as well. Oh, we don't need the glue up there. We just need on the bottom part. let's mark that one off. Now this one is the notch at the bottom. Clean the top of this off, it's getting gunky. There we go. Now it's all over my fingers. Look, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8-ish. Well, sets. Like 2 is one set. Alright, so the next one, we're going to go down to the notch again. It's going to be this portion. Oh, hi, sweetie. It's probably getting to be lunchtime, and she's like, feed me. And Brian's upstairs, Parker's upstairs, so she could definitely go tell them that she wants food, but she just doesn't do that. Hold on, it's glued to my table. Let's mark that one off, and so that one's underneath again. Okay. So it looks like we're getting to the part where we're going to start having to curve a little bit more. Oops. This is where we're going to start curving quite a bit more, it looks like, okay? Okay, now the next one. Okay, so the next one's going to go down to the notch as well. That's a lot of glue. This one's really chewed up. One, we got this one down. So this one, the bottom of that is going to be at the bottom of that. So the bottom of this is going to be at the bottom of this. So it's going to be glued like that. So this one's quite a ways up, okay? So it's basically only the bottom part on this one that's touching. We're gonna have to squeeze that one. Now let's get a little bit of glue up here too. You can see it up there too. Oops. Oh wait, is that right? Yep, that's right. One is doesn't want to stick, so this one might be where, like, if you have little clamps, because it's not wanting to stick right there, squeeze it really, really tight. to the bottom. Top of that. Now let's get some more glue here at the bottom. That's where it's hitting the most. Okay. This is so cool, you guys. All right, let's let that sit for a second. Okay, the next one is kind of, so the end of this one is gonna go at the bottom of this one, this little notch. So past the notch. So this one just is touching right here. We are almost done, you guys. Okay, the next one. Oops, finger stuck. Let's see. The next one, we'll put the tip this is gonna just go past this notch a little bit, so it's gonna go just like that. So we're gonna have, let's put this one on that side because it's torn up on that one. So it's gonna be all of this and a little bit of that. What did I say? It's gonna go past. Did you get the eagle silhouette with Lady Liberty in the shot for those tags I made? I haven't, but I took a picture of it all. I did take a picture of it all so I could get it loaded. I can get that loaded for you today. It's just above it. Yeah, just like this. So this one's done. I will get that loaded as soon as we're done here, Dixie. So this one, the inside notch is gonna go it's gonna be glued to that notch. Oh wait, no, I'm on this. Inside notch goes at the bottom of that one. So this inside notch on this one, it goes to the bottom of this one. See how we're making the curve? Let's see where it hits. just above. So we're going to do a little bit here. Okay, that one's done. Let's make sure we are right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, just making sure we're on the right path. Oh man. So fun. All right, this one goes to the notch. Yeah, we've been live almost 2 hours, you guys. Oops. It's not flat because, like I said, these are not precisely cut. Hey Cindy, how are you? We're doing well. We're doing well. It's gonna go up to that notch. We're doing well. Thank you for asking. All right, we got that one. We are almost done. All right, the next one, it's gonna go down to the crevice there. Or down to, this is where you don't have a lot of it touching because of the curve in it. So we're gonna have to hold it pretty good too. We did the top of the notch. Is that okay? I think it's fine. Let that sit there for a second. We did the bottom of this one. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pieces, so 10 technically. We have 5 on one side. Thank you, Cindy. It's definitely challenging. It's definitely confusing, but it's possible. We've been working on it for an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah. Oh, my finger's stuck. We got that stuck to it. Okay, this ain't stuck very well, so let's just do it here. It's not sticking. This might be where we have to do another tongue depressor. Maybe not. I'm gonna let it sit. Here you go so far. So cool. All right. I will upload this picture. Like I said, I'm gonna make a blog post for you guys that links to this video with a picture of it blank before we paint it. That way you can look at it the same way I'm looking at it here, so you can kind of see where your pieces are gonna go. So I did that up to the first notch. There we go. That one does not want to stay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of glue back here. This is the back, remember? Yeah. And this one's going to go to the bottom of the inside notch. The bottom right there. So we're gonna put some right here. Do that. Did it right here. A little bit here. This is very cool looking. You could probably leave it natural if you wanted. I did paint our eagle head white, and I think this is a great size for the eagle head, don't you think? But I am gonna paint it white. So we could put this here. We could kind of cut it and put it here if we wanted to support it a little bit and you're not gonna see it. We could definitely do that. Put some here because you're not going to see it. You're not going to be able to see it through these holes. So we may do that just to make it a little bit more sturdy. And we're going to adhere those with super or hot glue because it's completely uneven back here because I'm pressing it flat on the table. All right, one more. Let's see. This one is going to go up to that notch there. All the way down. This one's going to go down past that. This is really cool. 2 hours. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks for hanging out with me. You're gonna be a 2-hour live here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's see, that one's not going too well. My watch is saying it's time to stand. Been sitting for too long. All right, let's do our last 2 on each side, and then these are going to be our finishing pieces, the ones that we put together like this. Oh, wait a minute. That was. Okay, so we didn't use 64 clothespins. So this then just gets glued right like that. Oops, see, that one isn't wanting to stick very well. I'm gonna put a little bit more glue on there too. And this one. yeah, this one is definitely not very sturdy. Hold on. Nova's like, it is time to eat lunch, Mom. Okay. So we have some clothespins left over. Now, remember, we didn't use one at the base, so that took it to 63. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 63 minus 5 is 58. So it takes 58 clothespins. I'm gonna glue some supports on the back though. So it's 58 clothespins, not 64. Okay. Oh, it's glued to my table. Hold on. There we go. All right, 58 clothespins, 2 hours. The eagle head is in my shop. It's $5. The eagle head is in my shop. I just put it in the shop for you this morning. That way, if you wanted to do one of these, you could do it. So we're going to cut this in half. And we're just gonna hot glue some supports on the back, just like we did the front. So we're gonna put one right here, and we're gonna put one right here. I think that's gonna be pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna use a lot of hot glue on it, because I want this to be supported pretty well. Whew, that's hot. And we're gonna put this one probably right here. I think that'll support it pretty good. We'll see. These up here are the ones that need the support the most. Let's see, we have it about right there. You just want to make sure the tongue depressor, craft stick, whatever you want to call it, stays out of where it would be behind these, because you don't want to see it. We could even put one down here. We'll go ahead and do that too, just to make sure. We're gonna put one here. It's pretty sturdy though, you guys. I mean, I think it is. Now, I don't feel like it would be as sturdy if you were using hot glue on the whole thing. I don't feel like it would be as sturdy. But I think because we use the stick fast and the super glue, it's a lot better. All right. How's it look? This is very cool, you guys. Very cool. And we're gonna put our eagle head right here. I don't think I'm gonna glue the eagle head on yet, because I want to spray paint this white. Okay, but this is what it would look like. I'm just gonna glue the base of this right here. Okay. I think we are gonna do something fun to the eagle head though. We're gonna kind of make it, give it some texture. Let's see, we're gonna use brown. Let's use a couple colors of brown. Actually, so I'm just dry brushing some color on it right now. That looks really cool, you guys. Yeah, maybe they could have been for supports on the back. Well, but I counted. I didn't know at all what, I tried to just count all of them on there. So that number came from me and I totally could have counted it wrong. But you could definitely use them as supports on the back for sure. You could totally use that if you don't even have like craft sticks. So there's etching on this eagle, and that's just kind of what I'm using. Didn't end up using the dark light brown, but I guess we can. Put a little bit of light brown in there. You can't even tell there's a difference of it. Not quite sure if I want to paint the pink yellow or not. Let's just put a little bit of color in it, just like we have on his, like not fill it in completely. Because when we go to paint it, it's gonna be, I'm gonna distress it. There you go. How fun, you guys. That was fun. That was fun. Throw that away. I'm gonna spray paint this white and glue the eagle's head here. And then we're gonna do some blues and reds on this. But you could totally just make this, like dry brush some brown on this to make it look like a real eagle if you don't want it to be like patriotic themed or anything like that. So there you go. I love it. I think that turned out pretty stinking cool. He's gonna fall, but that's where he's gonna go. That turned out so cool. Oh, maybe I did. So I'll count them. I'll recount them again and see how many we used before I told you. So you can see the tongue depressor here, but I think it's fine. I mean, totally fine. When I spray paint it white, it's going to cover that all up the same way. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This is like 2 hours of a Friday Fun Live. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll hop back on later today or tomorrow on Facebook, and we'll paint some color on here. So there you go. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing Memorial Day weekend. Take some time to relax. Take some time to be creative. Take some time to DIY your heart a little bit. I love you. Bye.